Hi, my name is Sam Wallace, and welcome to the first episode of my new show, The-Pedaleer. Today I want to show you the Boss Super-overdrive SD-1. This little motherfucker is the one that got me hooked on effect pedals. Roll the intro. So today I'm talking about the Boss Super-overdrive SD-1. This was the first analog stomp box that I bought, so I figured I'd feature it for my first show. This sweet baby came out in 1981, which makes it 40 years old this year. It also means me and this pedal both look pretty good for being in our 40s. It has 3 controls: level, tone, and drive. Pretty self-explanatory on what they do. Super affordable, it's only 50 bucks. It's built like a tank, can be powered with a 9-volt adapter, or you can put a battery underneath, and it's in the standard Boss enclosure. It has an asymmetrical clipping circuit that gives you warm overdrive tube-like tones. And to me, that means it gives you the sweet-ass classic rock sound that you've heard on countless albums. The pedal bumps up your mid-range and helps you stand out in a mix. It gives you the sound of an overdriven tube amp, but you can play it at lower levels so you don't have to have your amp cranked up to 11. I'm going to be jamming on this in a couple minutes, and I'll be using 2 different settings on this pedal. The first setting I'm going to use, I'll have the drive in the middle and the tone on the darker side of the spectrum. I'm going to play a little chord progression with that, and I'll loop that progression, and then I'm going to noodle over the top of it, and I will have the drive bumped all the way up, almost all the way up, and the tone on the brighter side of the spectrum. I'm going to also be using a few other pedals. With the noodling, I'm going to use the MXR Carbon Copy Analog Delay. It's a killer delay pedal. I don't play electric guitar, but I do play electric banjo. And with the banjo, there's very little sustain, so I will always have on a compression pedal. And I will be using the Boss CP1X compressor. And also the banjo tends to be a little noisy, so I will be using the Boss noise suppressor in S2. I will be compressing and suppressing. The looper I'll be using will be the Boomerang 3 Phrase Sampler. This is a badass looper, one of my favorites. My backing track is going to be played through the Synthstrom Deluge, and I'm going to be playing out of the Quilter Micro Pro Mach 2 HD with my EQ settings pretty much in the middle. And without much more ado, let's get to the jam. So yeah, another use for this pedal that I didn't show you is you can turn the gain of your amp all the way up or up to where it starts to clip, and then use this pedal as a boost, have the drive all the way down and turn the volume up, and it'll overdrive your amp that way. You can turn the tone knob to the brighter side so it'll be like a treble boost, and that's a cool way to use it also. So this is the purse segment of the show, and as I've become an addict for pedals, my wife is an addict for purses, particularly Michael Kors purses, which has required me to purchase them for her on Christmas or for her birthday, or just because I fucked up and I need to say I'm sorry. So here's one right here. It's black Michael Kors, got a small logo at the bottom. It's got a strap. You can open it up and put shit in it. Thank you so much for joining me on my very first show. I hope you found it entertaining, and even if you didn't, I'd like to hear your comments, what I can do better, what I can do less of, what I can do more of. And please subscribe and like it and share it with your friends. I'll be trying to make a show every week, and hope to see you next week. Thanks, guys.